Hi, everybody. Welcome back into GamecocksOnline.com. Alongside men's golf coach Bill McDonald, I'm Corey Burkharth. The Gamecocks are off to Birmingham, Alabama this weekend to compete in the Shoal Creek Invitational. Coach, before we talk about the weekend ahead, let's talk about your team's performance this past weekend down at Georgia at the Carpet Capital Collegiate. A third-place finish out of a very tough 15-team field. Talk about that tournament, what you saw out of your team.
A little bit of good and bad. Being the defending champions, I think we were maybe a little disappointed we didn't go back and repeat as the champions. But a third-place finish, like you said, with a really good field, some new faces in the lineup. Didn't think it was a bad tournament at all. Could have been worse. The way the golf course was set up, some teams really struggled last week. So good first event for us, and we're off and running now.
No surprise to see Matt Neesmith as your top finisher, but someone else who really had a strong showing over the weekend was freshman Scott Stevens, tied for 14th place. Talk about what you saw out of him.
Well, Scott played really well, considering that it was his first collegiate event. He won our qualifier back here and played really well to do that. That was a very competitive battle for the fifth spot at Dalton. And then Scotty showed up and looked like he'd been in our lineup for years. Just was handled himself really well, and I couldn't be more proud.
When you look at someone like Will Stark, who won't be in your lineup this weekend, he is instead over in Europe in a European Tour event, the Porsche European Open. Talk about what that experience will be like for him and maybe what it will help add to his game when he returns to the States.
Well, there's nothing like the show, and that could be either European PGA Tour events or the PGA Tour in the United States. That's going to be a great experience for Will. We're obviously going to miss him, not only his production but his leadership amongst the team. But it also gives another opportunity for one of our freshmen, Ryan Stackler, to enter the lineup, and it'll give him some good experience. So while we'll miss Will, it's an exciting opportunity for two of our freshmen again to play this week. When
you look at the tournament ahead this weekend, it's one this team has never competed in. So talk about the course, a little bit about your opponents, what you look to see out of your team this weekend.
Well, Shoal Creek has hosted 2 PGA championships. It's one of the best golf courses in the country. I was able to see it quite a bit in the U.S. Junior in 2010, I believe. And so while it's going to be a new golf course for us, it's got a lot of history, a lot of tradition there. It's a very straightforward, very difficult test. I think it fits us well for the type team we are. Good field, and so we're excited about it. Should be a fun event in Birmingham.
You mentioned Ryan Stackler coming into the lineup for you this weekend in Will's place, 39th place finish over the weekend. Talk about what he brings to the table, his expectations, and what you'd like to see out of him this weekend.
Yeah, well, Ryan just won our qualifier to replace Will Stark, and you know, Ryan also played well in our first qualifier. Played as an individual at the Carpet Capital last week and fared fairly well for his first collegiate event also. So. Great opportunity for Ryan to get some experience, and yeah, I mean, relatively speaking, you know, we're going to have 2 seniors this week playing for us, sophomore and Keenan Husky, and then our 2 freshmen, Ryan Stackler and Scott Stevens. So a good mix of old and young, and I'm looking forward to coaching them.
Should be a good weekend down in Birmingham, Alabama, the Shoal Creek Invitational. You can follow all the action here on GamecocksOnline.com. Coach, thanks for joining us. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you, Corey.